Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Easy English channel. We are so happy to see you again. I'm Emily.
And I'm Peter. Hello, Emily. I'm feeling quite productive today. I've already crossed 3 things off my to-do list, and I've only been awake for 3 hours. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful, Peter. It sounds like you really got a head start on your day, and that is actually the perfect topic for today. Talk about daily life in English. We all have routines, but describing them in a way that sounds natural rather than like a robot can be tricky for learners.
That's so true. Most people learn basic sentences like, I wake up at 7, and then they stop. But there's so much more to our day than just the clock. There are feelings, small struggles, and specific actions that make our stories interesting.
Exactly. Talking about your daily life is one of the best ways to practice English because it is high frequency language. These are the things you touch, see, and do every single day. If you can talk about your day, you can talk to anyone.
So, where should we start? Should we dive right into the morning rush?
Let's do it. Peter, I know you mentioned your to-do list, but what is your actual morning like? Is it smooth or a bit chaotic?
Oh, it's definitely a bit of a struggle. I'm what you call a slow starter. I usually hit the snooze button at least twice, maybe 3 times. I love that extra 10 minutes of shut-eye. Eventually, I stumble into the kitchen to make some coffee. I can't even hold a conversation until I've had my first cup.
Shut-eye is a great slang word for sleep, and hit the snooze button is a phrase we all know too well. It's that tiny button on your alarm that is your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time.
Exactly. It gives me hope, but makes me late. After my coffee kicks in, I finally start to get ready for work. This is a big chunk of time. It includes showering, brushing my teeth, and the hardest part, picking out my clothes for the day. What about you, Emily? Are you a snooze button person too?
Not at all. I'm a proud morning person, or what some people call an early bird. I wake up at 6 a.m. without an alarm most days. The first thing I do is stretch to wake up my muscles and drink a large glass of water. It's very refreshing. Then I put on my sneakers and take my dog for a brisk walk.
I remember you mentioned that. A brisk walk is more than just a stroll, right? It's like you're on a mission.
Exactly. It gets the heart pumping. Now, listeners, notice how we're connecting these actions. We use sequence words to make the story flow. Words like first, then, after that, and next are like the glue that holds your day together.
Right. If you just say, I wake up, I drink coffee, I walk dog, it sounds like a list. But if you say, first I drink coffee, and meanwhile my dog waits by the door, it sounds much more like a real conversation.
Meanwhile is a fantastic word for intermediate learners. Use it when two things are happening at the same time. Now, Peter, let's move on to the middle of the day. What about chores, those boring tasks we all have to do?
Ugh, chores. The never-ending story. For me, the worst is doing the laundry. It takes forever. You have to wash it, dry it, and then, the part I hate most, fold it and put it away.
I agree. I actually find doing the dishes quite relaxing because I can just zone out. Zone out means to stop thinking and just relax your mind. It's my time to listen to an English podcast or some music, but I definitely put off vacuuming the rug until the very last minute.
Put off is such a useful phrasal verb. I think everyone puts off things they dislike. I usually procrastinate on grocery shopping because the store is always so packed or crowded on the weekends.
Packed is a great word for a busy place. Now, let's look at adverbs of frequency. These help our listeners describe how often they do these things. Peter, how often do you cook?
I usually cook dinner at home, but I rarely have time to make a big lunch during the week. I sometimes grab a sandwich at the deli near my office, but I never skip lunch entirely because I get hangry.
Hangry. That's a combination of hungry and angry. I get that way too. I always check my emails as soon as I sit down at my desk, but I seldom take a break before 2 p.m. Notice, listeners, how these words always, usually, sometimes, seldom, rarely, never add so much detail to your routine.
It's the difference between a simple sentence and a deep one. Now, Emily, what about the end of the day? How do you transition from work mode to home mode?
I have a very specific wind down routine. Wind down is what you do to relax after a long, hectic day. Hectic means very busy and fast paced. I usually wind down by unplugging from technology. I stay away from my phone and the TV for at least 30 minutes before bed and read a physical book instead.
That is so disciplined. I'm the opposite. I usually scroll through my social media feed for way too long. It's a bad habit. My eyes get tired, but I just keep scrolling. Before I know it, it's midnight and I have to hit the hay.
Hit the hay or hit the sack. Both are classic idioms meaning to go to bed. It's funny to think about sleeping on hay, isn't it? But it definitely sounds more interesting than just saying, I go to sleep.
It really does. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground today. Let's review some of the vocabulary and phrases we've used to make our daily life descriptions more vibrant and natural.
Slow starter. Someone who takes a long time to feel energetic in the morning. Hit the snooze button to delay waking up by silencing the alarm. Kicks in. When something like caffeine or medicine starts to have an effect. Brisk walk, a fast, energetic walk for exercise. Meanwhile, used to describe something happening at the same time as something else. Zone out, to stop paying attention and just relax your mind. Put off, to delay or postpone a task you don't want to do. Hangry, being angry because you are hungry. Wind down, to relax after a period of work or excitement. Hit the hay or hit the sack, informal idioms meaning to go to bed.
And remember to use your sequence words like first and afterwards to keep your listener engaged. If you describe your day with these words, people will be much more interested in what you have to say.
Exactly. It's not just about what you do, it's about how you tell the story. Even a hectic day can be an interesting story if you have the right words.
I agree. So we have a challenge for our listeners today. In the comments, write a short paragraph about your evening routine. What do you do to wind down? Do you unplug like me, or are you a night owl like Peter?
Hey, I'm not that much of a night owl. Okay, maybe I am. We can't wait to read your responses and see which new words you use.
Thank you for spending your time with us today on the Easy English channel. We hope this helps you talk about your life with more color and confidence.
Keep practicing every single day, even if you are just talking to yourself while doing the dishes. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.